Hey everyone, and I just want to go over some quick misconceptions for the reforge update. So the first thing, which I was mistaken on, and I only spent like 500k on it, so it doesn't really matter, is there is an account limit to how much money you can make off of your talisman. You can't just stockpile thousands and thousands of talisman and then sell the reforges on them. Like I know some people are making videos saying you can let like 80 to 100 mil off your talisman bag. It's actually like 15 mil is the max, and then it cuts you off. I think at 15 to maybe even 20 mil, but it's not any more than that. So no reason to spend money on those. Next thing is that the class system does tell us that stuff like weird classes that rely on talisman, such as Mastiff armor, like for grinding ghosts, is dead. So if you have that and you're personally using it, Mastiff armor isn't really worth much, but if you have like a Hypermax Pooch sword, I would sell that while prices are still high. I already sold mine because it's going to be completely useless pretty much, at least for ghosts after this update. The next thing, health nerf is still definitely going into effect, right? Where they're nerfing defense and making health the primary stat, which will in a way actually make defense stronger because there'll be less ways to get it, or it'll be a lower stat, so when you get defense, it's a bigger deal. So what that does mean, though, is that stuff like fire protection, projectile protection, blast protection, all of those aren't going to be any better than they are now because there's no situation in the game where they're useful currently. But in the situations where they are used, like blast protection against revs and everything, they will make a bigger impact because the natural defense you have will be lower, which means the buffs from the books is going to be higher. I doubt that they're going to nerf the books because they're not that strong right now anyway. If anything, this just means that long-term investors and stuff like fire protection, projectile protection, blast protection are a little safer off, like in the chance that they end up becoming useful. They're likely going to go up in price more. Even just normal protection. But normal protection is already like 30 mil, so it's not like a amazing deal. I bought some just in case, but that's because I didn't own any before this. Next thing is going to be what you can invest in. Obviously, the reforges like the beating hearts and the luxurious spools are pretty good because my biggest thing that I'd say is that the beating hearts are actually ranked as the same quality reforge as the shaded, the dark orb, right? So the dark orb, the shaded reforge, I'm going to leave that one there so I can buy it. Hopefully some other ones get put down there. So the dark orb, if you notice, it's already up to 1.5 mil, 1.87 mil, crazy. Which I don't know why people are putting this much money into it, because if you hop on the alpha, it's one of the lowest tier talisman or reforged things that there is. It's the best that are in the game currently, but they're going to be adding a ton of better ones, so I don't know why you'd put that much money into it. I don't recommend buying that, because you can see if you learn from the stones, the lowest level, the intermediate level, there's only two, Silky and Sweet. So these are already in the game. I'm pretty sure this one isn't cited. And then the Dark Orb and the Beating Heart are known as advanced. And if you go left to right, I'm assuming all advanced are the same, and not that like Bloody and Adept are the better. But Bloody is actually thought of as the same quality as Shaded, and both are combat 20 to get. So this is only 100k, 1.8 mil. I'd invest in Bloody. I'd say maybe 300k per is a fair price, maybe. After that, all the rest of these are not part of the game yet. And they're all coming from the new zones, which I think is crazy, is that all the best reforges are coming from the new zones in the game. Other than that, there's not much in particular to invest in. Just always watch out for those really long-term flips like glowstone and all those when they get to below NPC prices or right at NPC prices. Next thing that I'd point out is any of you guys that got iron that when I told you to, it did spike up because Derpy ended, right? And people were crafting those warden helmets, like I said, so it went up like 40k overnight pretty much. Then, you know, glowstone right at NPC. Lapis has been dropping. Pretty much all minion drops dropped a ton because of just the Derpy in general, because everyone was collecting their minions. So these went down like 10, 15k per. They're at a pretty good price right now. Other than that, there isn't a ton which I'd recommend. Cookies are fine, but cookies are never like a great investment. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this helped you guys. I hope that the Beating Heart and then the Mastiff Armor was like some ideas which you had. And then I hope you guys don't waste a ton of money reforging Talisman for no reason, because it doesn't do anything. Anyway, thanks for watching.